everyone. It's the 8th of October, it's just gone 6 in the morning and we're heading out in the New Forest again. Meeting up with 617 members Alex, Mik and Russ for some dawn photography at one of our favourite watering holes. So we're going to Bratley View, which we've been to a couple of times before. We've got sunrise over the pond hopefully. Forecast was for fog, haven't seen any at all. Didn't expect to be honest with you. Forecasts are usually not that accurate when it comes to fog. So here we are, Bratley View car park. We've got the light just coming through here and we're still half an hour before sunrise. We've got this big bank of cloud that might play a factor in it and it might block a lot of the nice colour. So we've got Mik, Alex and Russ already setting up, waiting for that sun. We're just waiting for the light really now, see what the sun and the clouds are going to do. It's coming up to 7 o'clock, so we've got another 15 minutes before sunrise. But this is kind of the shot I've got in mind. The water level's incredibly low. I mean, I'd have been up to me middle when I came here to shoot last 6 months ago. So we're shooting with the GFX 50R, and the lens that I'm using at the moment is the Blazar Cato 85. It's a 2x anamorphic lens. So what you're actually seeing on the back of the screen will be stretched very, very, very close to X-pan aspect ratio. This is manual everything lens. None of the data gets transmitted onto the back of the screen, so you can see here it says f0. I'm not at an f0, it's f8, ISO 100 and 1 second exposure at the moment, but that's going to change as it gets lighter. In fact, it's already gone up a stop of light as I've been sitting here. That's half a second. Yeah, just a waiting game now. Well, we've been waiting here for over 10 minutes now, and there's just below the tree, or just at the tree line, or just below it, there's a band of cloud. Then there's that gap, and then there's this other band of cloud. So we don't think, it's 5 minutes before sunrise now, don't think that's going to light up, which is a great shame. But I'm going to take a picture anyway. Yeah, just oh, we've got a bit of colour coming in. Finally. Well, we're heading back to the car park now, do a short drive and go to another area and photograph some trees. Right, let's go. Come on, move. Got some heather coming up there, look. We've decamped from Bratley View. We've now come down to Vinney Ridge, which is the car park that Mik suggested. This is Mik's favourite location. There's a small clearing here. There's a dead tree in the middle of it. So I'm framed up a shot where I've got the natural framing of the trees, the branches on the foreground and the ferns framing that dead tree against the backdrop of the live trees behind. Caught my eye, I kind of liked it, so thought I'd give it a shot. So we're at f16, because it's an anamorphic lens, we can have a look at the front of it. You can see that it's an anamorphic lens. This is the Cato 2x. It should be mounted, this section here should be mounted at the top here. But because I'm in portrait orientation with the camera, I've rotated the lens through 90 degrees. So the anamorphic stretch is vertical because, we go back to our scene, the tree's quite tall and I wanted to get quite a lot of the foliage in the foreground in and the sides, but mainly that tree. That's why I've gone for the anamorphic, and it's going to be stretching along the long axis, which is running up and down. We'll show you back on the camera screen here. Focused up, let's take the shot. We're slightly underexposing. Anyway, I kind of like that. There's a number of lone trees here that are dead, that are quite interesting, quite gnarly. Old trees. I'm going to take a quick shot here because the others have gone up that way, so I need to catch up with them. I like the way this tree here is kind of like poking this other tree in the background. So I'm going to take that shot. Right, I better catch the others up. Oh yeah, I can see them. You've got this nice little arch. The guys there just taking a photo. We've got to go underneath the this arch. Actually, I think I prefer it from this angle. I think what I'm going to aim for is to keep the white tree in the centre, in the dip there, and just have those two coming in. So I'm thinking it's probably a squarish format I want. I'm going to go back to the anamorphic and go into vertical shooting and stretch across the short width. So I want this tree coming here, and there's one branch trunk coming up there, so I need to back up a little bit. I haven't shot much with this lens, so getting used to it, that's better. I've now got the base on both sides in. So as a reminder, we're going to be stretching across the narrow axis here, and that will become more of a square. Okay, so now we go to high magnification so we can get the focus in on part there. It's probably about right for that, and the background's okay. Okay, we're going to go down to, we're at f16. I'm going to leave it at f16. Now if you can see this, but just here there is a single leaf held with a spider's web, and it's just spinning and moving in the wind. So I think that could be quite a neat shot. I'm gonna give it a go. I think we need a tall tripod for this one. No, I'm photographing that leaf. It's just in the middle of nowhere. Oh, yeah. Trying to anyway.
Levitating.
Yeah. You wait for me to get out of the way so you can do it?
Nope. Wait for over there.
Oh, okay. Am I in the way? Let me try harder. So we've got this this leaf that's got, I can't even see it, an invisible thread from up here holding it just here, just the one thread. Because I've got no control over the spin, I'm just doing a sequence of shots. So as it's moving in the wind, it's just taking lots of shots, and hopefully one of them will get it in a nice position. Right, we might try a different composition for this one. Again, this is putting the anamorphic back in the correct orientation. As we were wandering around, there's this lovely little collection of fungi just here. So I think I'm going to be shooting those. Not too sure exactly how to shoot this one. Might switch out the lens for the GFX 110. Yeah, probably come down and shoot from low down, I think. Very low down. Now this is where I'd really like have a little portable light. So this is wide open, f2 on this lens, and when I touch the shutter button it shows me stop down. So if I hold that down and go to f16, you can see the background is a lot more in focus there, and I want to separate the fungi out a little bit. So if we do that, I can blur the background. I need to have enough depth of field so that the fungi is all in focus, and that's what I'm trying to ascertain at the moment. I think I'm going to shoot 5.6. We're going to give it a little bit more exposure. See the histogram down here, so I can push it a little bit higher. Do a couple of shots. Right, I think the others have joined me now, so I'm going to stop and wander off a little bit further. So we're now shooting this tree that's Mik's named the Hourglass. I think I'm going to be setting up just to the left there, get some of the ferns and some of the trees from above into frame. So let's get going. At f 5.6, 15th of a second, 100 ISO. Right, so this is going to be a square, hopefully. So in the last shot, I couldn't see the base of the fir tree, so I tried to position this so I've got the framing of this nicely shaped tree, and I've got the fir tree just behind, coming out, just sticking above the top. Oops.